they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now Stafford. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Another throw for Galladay. This one complete. He'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. A big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw the week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being electric. Nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
On 1st and 10, Stafford. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a... Second and 10. To throw again. Stafford. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the ground. A run to set up the pass.
They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And this one taken in by Cephas. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and inches at the Browns' 13-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
A throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing again. Stafford. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go with Johnson. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. Johnson kept out of the end zone on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. This one out quickly to Watkins. And he'll be able to get this up to about the 5-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Throwing, Mayfield. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
12-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, here's Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches at the Browns' 12-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Stafford on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on fourth down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Johnson. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
2 yards on the pickup.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature.
Trying for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads, and you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasized ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play that time out of Chubb. 56 yards on the ground. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Browns 7, Lions nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
17 yards. And the Browns first down.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time out of Chubb. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Odell Beckham, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Browns have taken the lead.
The extra point is
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
First down, Browns.
Mayfield on first down, forced out to his left. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Touchdown.
Odell Beckham with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
Makes the score.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 25.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. DeAndre Swift, the intended receiver that time. And that'll bring up second down.
At the 25-yard line.
to throw again. Stafford, he gets this complete to Cephas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On first down, Stafford here. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that is going to be called one-handed. A big play there for Detroit. 51 yards. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing.
Looking for Hawkinson, and he's got it. Touchdown, Detroit. T.J. Hawkinson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. And this one through the uprights and good.
21, Lions 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this carries into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles and furious for both sides in this thing. It's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. We're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Gain of 12.
Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready. This will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life. No doubt about it. But you're stuck with me in this booth, yes, and he's miles away and smiling. And happy. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okuda. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy. From the end zone, Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 40. 20, 10, 5, and he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 91 yards. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Gano now to add the extra point. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
Ties the game at 21 apiece.
Teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Mayfield. And this is caught by Watkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Complete.
That's good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
And the Browns first down.
The first thrown out for the backup, Keenan. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Trey Flowers in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Mayfield now on 2nd down. And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. It's Desmond Trufant.
Mayfield's pass.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Play action. Stafford. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5. Looking for Hutchinson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit. 4th touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Lions have broken our tie as they take the lead. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game.
Makes the score Lions 28, Browns 21.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. And some room to roam now. This beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Mayfield. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillendown. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback.
20-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Stafford on first down. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 the first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Out of the gun, Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the... This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Detroit. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Lions are able to grow their lead.
Partner there. They came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes. And while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw, Mayfield. And incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
And 10 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And this is that's Watkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 now.
2nd and 11. At the 47-yard line.
From the gun, Mayfield. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They give him a gain of 37. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Browns are back within a score.
Makes the score.
Fully good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Throwing again. Stafford. He's going to fire one deep. He's got a man. Complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for the Lions. 43 yards. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. And this one taken in by Cephas.
Stafford's pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
At the 27-yard line.
Throwing again is Stafford. his man. It's caught for the Lion touchdown. Trent Sherfield with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Lions 42, Browns 28.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Drive about to get started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Nick Chubb, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Lions 42, Browns 35.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
35-yard line.
On first down, it's Stafford. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Yeah, everyone dialed in. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. Here's 2nd and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 36. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Stafford throwing deep for Galladay. And that is incomplete. Kenny Galladay is intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Matthew Stafford.
Larry Ogunjobi never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. 3rd and long. It's Stafford. Throwing deep for Galladay. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Mayfield to throw it this time, escaping the pressure right. It's caught, Nelson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Jeff Okudah. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Larry Ogunjobi on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Browns' 31-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Stafford. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. It was Melvin Ingram that time who shot in to bring him down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're almost discrediting their work.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. On 1st down, Stafford here. That is incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Stafford. This is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Mayfield now. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
They'll give it to Chubb, and he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play. And
let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Johnson. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Down inside the 15, shot of the 10. Now 1st and 10 at the 11. Johnson. And he's across for the touchdown. In the final minute, that should just about seal it. Gano for the extra point.
Lions.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Good. Makes the score Lions 52, Browns 42.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Desmond Trufant. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Lions.
Charles